Hello and welcome to my report, EastMojo's daily evening news bulletin update. We bring you the latest and biggest happenings from East and Northeast of India. I'm Simran Bajaj. I'll be your host for today and also giving you updates from Assam as well as Mizoram. We are being joined by our state correspondents. We have Medolino Ambrosia from Nagaland, Irani Sonowal Lepcha from Arunachal Pradesh, Wangamla Salikapai from Manipur, Princess Giri Rashir from Meghalaya, and Chandan Pandey from Tripura. So let's start today's show. But before starting, today is the death anniversary of Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore. So let's start today's show with one of his most famous poems, which was also my school prayer, that is, Where the Mind is Without Fear. So let's start with that. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So let's start today's show. First of all, let's head to Irani from Arunachal Pradesh. Irani, can you give us the latest COVID-19 updates?
Yeah, hi Simran. As usual, the capital complex of Arunachal Pradesh is still at the top if you talk about the active cases of COVID-19. So, according to the data which was provided to us by the Health Department of the state, there are 150 cases till yesterday, 150 active cases in capital complex, but 684 have recovered already, and they have been discharged from the COVID care centers. After capital complex, it's Changlang district. It is in the eastern part of Arunachal Pradesh with 147 cases, but 122 people have been discharged from the COVID care center. So if you talk about the overall data of Arunachal Pradesh, the total number of active cases are 700, and 1,245 people have already recovered from COVID-19. With 3 deaths, the state tally is at 1,948. Simran.
Thank you so much for that COVID-19 update. Now let's head on to Sally from Manipur. So, Sally, the lockdown has been extended in Manipur. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, thank you so much, Simran. Yes, for the next 9 more days, during the cabinet meeting, they decided to extend for another 9 more days, which is till the 15th August. So there will be total lockdowns across the state, and along with this new proposal of the lockdown, there is a relaxation for some activities, which includes the essential services. Before the 6th, because there was a lockdown before this as well for 14 days. So that was a total lockdown where the shops, especially those retail shops who are dealing with the essential items, were also closed, including the vegetable vendors. So a lot of problems were faced by the public, and this issue has been continued because I went and explored the market this morning, because during this new lockdown, which has started by today, there is a relaxation hours for the retail shop where for selling the essential items for vegetable, meal pots, and other essential services, but starting from 8 a.m. in the morning till 12 noon. But when I explore around in the market, the shops dealing with such essential services are still remain shut. One of the reasons behind would be because there is a local transmission that has already been reported especially from the districts of Imphal, that is in Imphal West and Imphal East. So this is also one of the main reasons why the shopkeepers are remained shut, not opening the shops. So a lot of problems, and I met a couple of the locals. They were trying to buy vegetables. They came to the vegetable market, but the market was found to be totally empty. So they went back with empty-handed. So yes, definitely there is a lot of inconveniences are happening, but at the same time, one of the main reasons why the state government had extended for another 9 more days lockdown is it's mainly because of the local transmission that is happening. Let me also talk about the new cases that was detected yesterday. Yesterday, a fresh cases of 124 were detected, out of which only 21 of them are the returnees from the other states. 9 are belonging to the security forces, which means a total of 94 people were, tested positive without having any travel history to other states, to outside Manipur. So it isn't alarming because not only the returnees are being infected, but the locals where they have come across with the primary contacts or with a high risk COVID infected person have been tested positive. So the total confirmed cases in the state as of now stands at 3,217. Out of these, 2,681 belongs to the general populations and 536 belongs to the security forces. And the active cases at the moment stands at 1,304, out of which 851 belongs to the locals and 453 are the security forces. So why the security forces are getting tested positive is most of those security forces who came back from the vacation from another state are the ones who are tested positive. But at the same time, the state have stepped up an effort. They have put up various COVID sampling, even inside the forces campus. So, they are not mixing up with those who have already been on duty. So whoever come back from the vacation, they are at the quarantine center within the premises of the forces. So this is the cases, and recovered also has increased at the same time. Yesterday, 43 more infected persons have been discharged from the hospitals. So right now, 1,905 have recovered, out of which 1,822 are the locals and 82 belongs to the armed forces. And unfortunately, the pandemic has already claimed 8 lives till date. The latest being the 15-year-old boy from Bishnupur district, where he was declared dead at Brims Hospital yesterday morning. So this is the case. When it comes to the highest tally when it comes to the district wise, right now Imphal West stands the highest with 276 as an active cases, followed by Tobal district with 250, and the third is Kangpokpi district with 148. At the moment, out of the 16 districts in Manipur, only two districts remain as COVID-free, which is one is None and the other one is Faisal districts at the moment. So this is all I have when it comes to COVID update from Manipur. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Sally. And now I would like to give our viewers the updates from Assam. So we're going to be talking about the COVID-19 updates as well as Assam floods. Let's start with the COVID-19 updates. As per the latest information given out by the State Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma last night, Assam has seen 5 more COVID-19 related deaths, with which the death toll has climbed up to 126. 1,332 people have been discharged yesterday night, as per the data given out yesterday night, and 2,372 new cases have been detected in the state. And a cumulative figure, giving you a cumulative figure, Assam is now at 52,817 reported cases of COVID-19, of which 37,224 have been discharged, 15,464 remain as active COVID-19 patients. Assam has recorded 126 deaths and 3 have migrated to other states. Now, when we talk about the number of positive cases that has been reported yesterday, the figure is 2,372. And if we get a breakup of this, 470 of these are from Kamrup Metro District, 197 from Nagaon, 163 from Kacha District, 128 from Dibrugarh, 122 from Tinsukia, and 104 from Jorhat. So we can see that the number in Kamrup Metro District is rising once again. It's at 470, touching the 500 mark. And the number of tests, the number of positive reports that have come out yesterday is also because of the number of tests that are being conducted by the state. The state conducted 55,671 COVID-19 tests yesterday, and Assam's positivity rate currently is constantly under 5%. That is, it's at 4.25%. That is, for every 100 people who go and get themselves tested, 4.25 are testing positive for COVID-19. Now, when we talk about the mortality rate, Assam has a mortality rate of 0.24%, which is probably the lowest in the country. And the recovery rate in Assam is 70.50. And if when we're talking about testing, so as per the last update yesterday, the total number of tests conducted by the state so far is 11,80,336 tests conducted so far. And yesterday, in the last 24 hours, as given out, it is 55,671. And when we look at the tests per million population, it's at 34,419 in Assam. Yesterday, 2,372 new cases were detected, and the highest number of cases detected in a single day in Assam so far has been 2,886, which was recorded on 4th of August. Now, that's about COVID-19 in Assam. And when we talk about Assam floods, fortunately, there's been no death recorded recently. In the recent week, as far as I remember, there have been no new deaths, and the figure stands at 110 for the death toll of Assam flood. And since the temperature is significantly rising in Assam, is among the mercury level in Assam is quite high, and it's taken a place in the top 10 hottest cities in the country given the temperature. The waters have quite receded, and at the moment, 6 districts of the 33 district in Assam remain affected by Assam floods, and these are Dhemaji, Baksa, Chirang, Kokrajhar, Kamrup Metro, and Morigao. And 6 revenue circles remain affected. And this is as per the latest report given out by the Assam State Disaster Management Authority. This is the evening report that we've received. And when we talk about the population that is affected by floods, it's just 12,528. The number has significantly gone down from the figures above 20 lakh, which we were reporting earlier. And that comes as a major relief. And there are 201 inmates in relief camps, in 2 relief camps. That is, one is in Dhemaji, one is in Chirang. And that 2 boats have been deployed, and no persons were evacuated. We can see that the temperature is rising quite high in Guwahati, especially, and in Assam. And thanks to that, the floods have comparatively receded, and the number of people affected have also significantly gone down from above a figure of 20 lakhs to merely around 13,000. So that's the update that we have in terms of Assam floods. Now let's head on to Princess from Meghalaya. And Princess, can you give us the latest COVID-19 updates? Princess,
Hello.
are you there?
Yes, very good evening, Simran.
Princess, can you give us the latest
Am I
COVID-19
audible to you,
updates?
Simran?
Yes, now you're audible.
So yeah, the updates for today, we've for the total active cases that we've recorded for today, the state of Meghalaya is a total of 16, and these 16 new cases from East Khasi Hills we have 11, and from other districts also we have like West Garo Hills, East Jaintia Hills, Reboy district. And also we've seen the recovery cases also. It's now increased to a total of 411 recovered cases in Meghalaya. So total total COVID-19 cases in Meghalaya stands at 590. And we still haven't received a confirmation, but unofficial confirmation, but it's from a very reliable source, that is from the doctor himself from the DHS. He has said that there's another case of death that has been reported here in Meghalaya, and it's an elderly man who is above his 40s, and he is also succumbed to the virus, though we're still waiting for the official confirmation from Nigram's hospital, because the patient had succumbed to the virus at this particular hospital. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Princess. And now I would like to go on to Meadow from Nagaland and get the latest updates on COVID-19. and on what is the status of extension of lockdown in Kohima.
Thank you, Simran. So, one more COVID-19 related death has been confirmed here in the state today, and this has taken our COVID-19 related death toll to 7. Now, as I have been repeating in the other lives also, there is one death who has tested, was tested positive for COVID-19, but the death is not due to COVID-19. So, a total of 8 deaths have been reported, out of which 7 have been confirmed as due to COVID-19. Now, the seventh death, as I repeat, has been confirmed by the Health and Family Welfare today, and the total death toll till today is at 7. And also, 77 new cases of COVID-19 were reported here in the state, and out of the 77 new cases, 74 are from Dimapur, and out of the 74, 53 of them are armed forces, 3 are returnees, 15 are persons through traced contacts, and 3 are frontline workers. And the remaining 3 new cases are reported from Kohima, and the 3 cases reported from Kohima are all armed forces. So giving a total of the distribution of cases till today, a total of 1,173 cases have been reported from the armed forces. 1,051 are from the returnees. A total of 185 frontline workers have tested positive for COVID-19. I repeat, 185 frontline workers. 195 persons through traced contacts have also been tested positive, and 53 others have also tested positive for COVID-19. Now, in this 53 who tested positive, according to the Health and Family Welfare, these are cases that are related to the Nagad Legislative Assembly, the Raj Bhavan, and patients, those testing positive out of the legislators, bodyguards, and those cases. So these are excluding these are, excluding returnees. And Simran, I would also like to mention that 5 more persons have recovered from COVID-19 today, and all the 5 new recovered cases are from Zunheboto. Also, yesterday we have seen one of the highest recovery rate here in the state. Yesterday, a total of 134 of them have recovered, and I would like to give a breakout as well. Out of the 134 who recovered yesterday, 88 of them were from Dimapur, 35 were from Mon, 5 from Kohima, 3 from Tuensang, 2 from Mokokchung, and 1 was from Zunheboto. So that is in regard to the recovered cases. Now, overall, a total of 2,657 COVID-19 positive cases have been reported here in the state, and out of these, 1,824 are active cases. And out of these 1,824 active cases, 1 is a moderate symptomatic case, and the rest are all asymptomatic. Also, in addition of the new 5 recovered cases from Zunheboto today, the total recovered cases is at 824. And like I mentioned, the death toll is at 7, and 2 persons have also migrated, from outside, from the state to Rajasthan and Kerala, from Dimapur and Kohima. And as I've mentioned earlier also, a total of 1,173 armed forces have tested positive for COVID-19. And this is one of the largest number here in the state. So in this regard, the Home Commissioner, the Principal Secretary of Home, Abhijit Sinha, has informed that, in view of the large number of positive cases among the paramilitary forces, the state government has decided to reschedule their induction from outside the state as a precautionary measure. And as per sources, armed forces returning back to the state for duty will be coming back on a staggered manner till September. So this is the update for COVID-19. And so far, the lockdown extension in Kohima is concerned, as per the latest order from the Deputy Commissioner's office, there will be no extension of the total lockdown here in the state. So the existing lockdown which is all over the state till the 31st of August. That will continue. The deputy commissioner mentioned that the timings for the shop openings and also the odd even vehicle system that was already existing will be enforced uh, till July 31. So there will be no extension of the total lockdown. And if we recall back, this total lockdown, was imposed here in the state due to the rise in the number of COVID-19 cases outside the quarantine centers here in Kohima. And it first came to force on July 25, and today is the 14th day, and from tomorrow the total lockdown will be lifted. We'll be into the lockdown measures, which is across the state. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Meadow. And now I would like to quickly give our viewers the latest COVID-19 updates from Mizoram. So 19 new cases were reported of COVID-19 in Mizoram. And with that, the state figures are now at 558 total reported cases of COVID-19, of which 288 have been cured, 270 remain as active cases, and one person has migrated to another state. Fortunately, Mizoram has not yet reported a single COVID-19 related death. And that's the COVID-19 update that we have from Mizoram. Now let's head to Chandan from Mizoram. So, Chandan, can you first start with the COVID-19 updates?
Yes, thank you, Simran. Tripura yesterday reported another 128 COVID-19 positive cases, but what was most shocking was the state registered the highest single-day COVID-related death, with which the total number of deaths now in Tripura stands at 36. 6% died yesterday fighting COVID-19 virus. So this is one of the highest number of deaths that the state has registered so far. We have registered the second highest was 4 deaths last month. So now the total number of confirmed cases in our state stands at 5,868, while the number of active cases stands at 1,954. The number of recovered patients in our state now stands at 3,860, while the number of patients who have migrated from the state stands at 18. Also tell you that the number of people right now in facility quarantine stands at 255, while the number of patients in home quarantine stands at 3,694. So this is something coming out of COVID-19. Simran.
Thank you so much for that COVID-19 update, Chandan. Now, when we're talking about the case in which people spat on a doctor in Tripura, now 4 persons have been sent to 1-day judicial custody. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Simran. The case was heard yesterday in Judicial Magistrate Court First Class, and after hearing both the sides, the Judicial Magistrate ordered for this 1-day JC judicial custody. Today, the case was again here, and just a while ago, I have received the order copies, which states that the High Court has mentioned that within 2 days, TI period, that is test identification period, has to be done within 48 hours. So, however, the doctor who is the victim in this case, Dr. Sangeeta Chakravarti, she is undergoing institutional quarantine, following which the TI period cannot be conducted within 2 days of time. So now the judicial magistrate had ordered that so as soon as she will be discharged, that is, she will be discharged on 9th of August. So on 10th of August, TI period would be conducted at the Central Correctional Home in Bisalgarh. So there she will be taken there, and all the 4 accused persons along with 5 to 10 people, 5 to 10 more people with the same physical appearance and height and everything, they will be there, and Dr. Sangeeta will be taken to the Central Correctional Home. She will have to identify the accused person, and only once she identifies those 4 persons who were accused in this case of harassing and spitting on doctor and medical team, the case will be again heard on August 18. Also tell you all the viewers who have just joined us and have not followed us in the past few days, the incident took place on July 24 when West District Health Officer Dr. Sangeeta Chakravarti along with her medical team was shifting a newborn babies and their mothers to a COVID care center. A group of people, including these 4 accused persons, had allegedly stopped the medical officer from admitting those patients there, following which 3 days after, on July 27th, the case was lodged at New Capital Complex Police Station. The case was heard at an anticipatory bail was also filed at the High Court by Karnajit De, who is also the additional government advocate. So High Court said that since his name was not there in the FIR and he was no way found accused in the case, so the court had reserved its order, and it had directed that only once the TI parade is conducted, then he can apply for an anticipated bail. However, he was later arrested and then produced in the lower court. Then the lower court granted him interim bail. Then the High Court again took the cognition of the case, and it ordered that when somebody has to go through TI parade, he cannot be granted a bail. So then he was again taken under custody, and now he's undergoing judicial custody. On August 18th, the case will be heard once again after completing the TI parade. If the accused persons are identified by the victim, then the further proceeding would be done. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Chandan. And in other news, relating to ad hoc teachers in Tripura. So the termination of 8,882 ad hoc teachers is on its way. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, actually, the teachers were 10,323, but in the last 10 years of time, a number of teachers who got frustrated, and they knew that someday, somewhere, this case will be taken up to the Supreme Court, and maybe their job will be terminated at the High Court, as the High Court had upheld as the High Court had given its verdict that the teachers who were inducted in various post like graduate, undergraduate, and postgraduate posts between 2010 to 2014. So they were inducted, and a case was filed in the lower court challenging the induction process by the then left front government. Following which, the lower court had ordered the state government to give the recruitment chance to 12 petitioners who had challenged the recruitment policy. However, the then left front government challenged the order of the lower court, and they approached the High Court, where the division bench had termed the entire recruitment process as void, and the court had said that, in our view, considering the fact that the very selection and appointment were found to be illegal and invalid. So following that, all the jobs of 10,323 teachers was terminated in the year 2014. Then after the verdict of High Court, the government approached the Supreme Court. Supreme Court upheld the verdict of High Court, and it continued until 2018, when the election session came, and the BJP IPFT party, which was then fighting against the left government, they promised them that they will do everything possible to save their jobs, save their family, save their life. An extension of 2 years was given by the Supreme Court, and it also said that within 2 years, all those teachers having their qualification, B.Ed degrees, and TET, they can clear the TET exam and they can continue their job. And rest who cannot complete it by 2020 March 31st, their job will be terminated and they will not be given any further chance. However, 8 more petitions were filed by a group of teachers, which was heard by the Supreme Court, and the order was reserved till yesterday, where the order was given, and the Supreme Court has yet again upheld the verdict given by the High Court. However, the Supreme Court has said that the candidates, if they're eligible, will certainly have opportunity till March 31st, 2023. Also to tell you that the present BJP IPFT government has created 10,000, 11,000 posts for those teachers to be inducted or reappointed in various non-technical posts, including Group D and Group C posts, which was opposed by the teacher. And the Supreme Court has said, once they have lost their job, and if the state government is giving them a job, it cannot be counted as a degradation. I mean, the court meant that it cannot be a demotion of the teachers, since they have already lost their job, and the government is trying their level best to give them a reappointment in the state government's job. So this will continue, and we have to wait what the state government has to say to the Supreme Court order. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Chandan. In fact, that was very informative. And for those who haven't followed this news, I'm sure Chandan's update has given you a fairly good insight into what was the case. And with that, we come to an end of today's show. All the stories that we've discussed are already live on our website. You can log on to www.eastmojo.com and read all the stories. Thank you for supporting us from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. Don't forget, it's My Report by EastMojo, and we bring you the latest and biggest happenings from East and Northeast of India. We have a very active fact-checking team. So if you come across any piece of information or any photo or any video that looks unauthentic or fishy, and you have doubts about it, please send it to us via our email ID, that is editor@eastmojo.com, or you can even send it to us through our Facebook page. We will definitely verify it for you and we will get back. And that's all. This is Simran Bajaj signing off for the week.